Hello. Welcome to this video. I'm going to be talking about my first week of trading this small account challenge and talking about what I'm going to be looking to do moving forward in the coming weeks. And so let's take a look right here on the screen. You can see TraderView, traderview.com. It's a way to import, or it's a website where you can import your trades from many brokerages. You see import trades up here in the corner. You just pick your brokerage. They have all of them pretty much. I think Robinhood's there, Schwab, Sterling. They have all of them, TD Ameritrade. So the particular account that I'm doing this small account challenge in is at Lightspeed. You have to have 25,000 to open an account at Lightspeed, but you can trade with less than that once you have the account. I wasn't using this account in the first week of February, so if you come over to this screen here, you can see that I added some money the first week, and then on Tuesday we had a lot of volatility, a lot of low float stocks that were gapping up pre-market. So I began the small account challenge on Tuesday morning with $2,000 in my account. You can see that right here. And after I was done trading that day, I had made $1,314 after commissions. So there's going to be a $150 to $200 difference in the dollar amount you're seeing here versus the amount that I finished the day at in my YouTube videos, because the amount that I was quoting in the videos did not account for commissions. So we'll take a look at this here. On Tuesday, started with $2,000. I made $1,300, and the next day I started with $3,300. I made $157. And then the next day I started with $3,475. I made $1,100. And then Friday I started out with $4,600 in the account, made $1,564, and right now I'm sitting with $6,200 in the account. So I more than I tripled this account in 4 trading days. So from 2,000 to 6,000, which is incredible gains. And I don't expect to do quite that well moving forward, because I'm not going to be necessarily using my full account every single trade. But yeah, we're going to try and do pretty good. So let's come back over to this screen here. This is TraderView. So if I click Journal View here, we can go back to Tuesday. Tuesday I dipped a little bit into the red pre-market, and then I did some quick trades and finished the day up $1,443, had $128 of commissions, and came out with $1,314. I traded 4 stocks, and on this software you can go in and look in detail all of the different places that I bought and sold. You can see here. Let's look. So on this one, well, shoot, I guess it doesn't show it right there, but most of the time you can see where I bought and sold. Okay, here we go. Let's look at this one. No, oh, I guess it doesn't show on here because I was trading pre-market. Interesting. All right, so I guess you can't see the pre-market trades on here. Anyways, let's go back to Journal View and see. Wednesday was interesting because I did have 309 before commissions on the day, but half of that was commissions and fees, because I did overtrade a little bit on a couple of the stocks, so that cut my profit in half on that day, but it was still green. Green's good. On Thursday, made just over 1,000 after commissions, and Friday made 1,564.60 after commissions. And if we go in here on reports, it shows that here on the week. You can see 100% green days there, which is amazing and good. And we can kind of look at some statistics here. So my average daily volume was under 10,000 shares because I'm in this small account. That'll definitely increase as time goes on. My average per share gain loss was 23 cents per share. If you look at this is a really good number here. Winning trades versus losing trades, 66% winning trades. Average winning trade is more than double the average losing trade, which is also really good. And yeah, looks like my average hold time for winning trades about 1 hour, and my average hold time for losing trades about half an hour. So last week I spent $587.50 in commissions and $61.48 in fees, which is quite a bit, but you have to pay to have access to the really fast executions that I have in this account. I couldn't be making these trades in a Robinhood account and get the same entries and exits that I'm looking for. So, or in most other brokerage accounts, this account is very geared towards what I'm doing. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And no losing days yet. So I'm really happy with that. Let's see if there's any other good info here. I had 4 consecutive wins and only 1 consecutive loss, which is really cool. And yeah. Kelly percentage, I believe that's how much of my capital I was using. So average trade, I used half of my capital. I think that's correct. Anyways, I'm going to get more versed with this. You can switch back and forth between gross and net. So whether or not you include commissions. So let's see if I go to February here. Detail win loss. Give me a second. Breakdown. So reports view. Wonder why it's only showing these two. Oh, because those are my consecutive trades. Gotcha. Anyways, this is some really good software here that I don't always use, but I'm going to get more familiar with and use it to track my trades and kind of keep a log of how I'm doing and where I can improve. So that's that, and back to my account here. So this is the progress I've had, and I am looking to minimize my losses and maximize my gains. So I've averaged over $1,000 per day right now, but I'm not going to be focusing on trying to match that ideally, and theoretically it shouldn't be too hard to match that because I have a bigger account now. I can take bigger size with less risk as far as losing all of my capital. So that's one thing. I'm not going to try and make a certain amount. I'm just going to trade what comes my way in the market, but I will try to scale up on the day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with smaller positions until I build a cushion. So basically, I don't want to be taking full size, putting my whole account into a trade until I have a cushion on the day, some green trades, some profit that I can fall back on in case I do take a trade with my whole account and it goes the other way really quick and I lose a bunch of money. So I don't want to have any really big red days if at all possible. Now it happens now and then, but we really want to minimize those days and maximize the days where we really have some home runs and see some great gains. So I am in the next week going to stick to a 10% max loss. So whatever my account's at, I will not trade if I am down more than 10%. So tomorrow my account will be 6,200. So if I get down below minus 620 on the day, I'm going to call it a day, take the loss, come back with a fresh mind the next day, and continue trading. Another thing is that this account, usually when I have over 25,000 in it, it gives me 4 times buying power. So I have leverage. And when it's down at around $2,000, if I do a small account challenge like this, I usually don't have that 4 times buying power. However, as it builds up, I think that I'm going to automatically get that 4 times buying power or 2 times buying power on some stocks. So I'm going to want to be aware when I'm using my hotkeys, because if I do shift 1 to buy 25% of my account, use 25% of my capital, and I have 4 times buying power, it's essentially going to be putting all of my capital into that trade, because I'll be using 4 times 25%, which is 100% of my account. So I'm going to be careful with that. I'm going to try and monitor which stocks I'll have margin on and which won't. And so that's one thing I'm going to be looking out for. And I'm going to try and keep tight stops. So when I take an entry, ideally my stop is going to be 50% or less away from, or less big of a loss as my potential gain could be. So if I take an entry at $2 and my stop is 180, I want to anticipate being able to take profit at 240. So I'm getting a 2-for-1 ratio there. So if 50% of my trades work and 50% of my trades don't work, I'm still making a good profit. And that's about it for right now. I look forward to this coming week. Pre-market opens up in 3 hours and 19 minutes. I don't think I'm going to be up at midnight Alaska time for that, but I do plan to get up early because my brother is actually getting married via Zoom in Germany. Well, he's not getting married via Zoom, but my family here in Alaska is going to be attending his wedding via Zoom. We're not able to travel to Germany due to the coronavirus, and so that's going to be at 6 a.m. Alaska time tomorrow. The market opens at 5:30, so I'm going to try and get some good trades in pre-market and maybe the first 15 to 20 minutes of the market open, and after that, I'm going to call it a day and enjoy my brother's wedding, and I'll be back at it Wednesday. YouTube, I can give you an update on the live streaming here. So here's YouTube. Let me pull this up on a different screen. Basically, I tried to live stream this video today, and YouTube isn't really letting me live stream quite yet. So here's my YouTube channel. I am going to tell you about why I named it Cheetah Trading in the future. We'll get to that later, not in this video. But if I go up here to create a live video, it will say ready in 24 hours. It takes 24 hours to activate your account for live streaming. Once activated, you can go live instantly. Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. So, yeah. It's not letting me go live, and I have read that it takes some people several days or weeks for them to go in and activate your account for live. So, for live streaming. So, I hope it'll be Wednesday morning. Not sure, but as soon as I can, I will definitely be live streaming all my trading for you to observe, enjoy, maybe learn something, and at least hopefully be entertained. So that's it for tonight. I will be back bright and early tomorrow morning for pre-market watch list. Have a good night.